Welcome to a track by track, but one of the most famous albums out there. Wouldn't say it's one of famous, yes, but like popular, because there are as many people who don't like Pantera as like them.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah,
but this had
like a point in time, didn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
I don't think people maybe necessarily these days hark on about it as much as it did, but it had its few years where it was like the biggest album in metal. Easily.
Yeah, I don't know how much nowadays that matters. Yeah. Time has changed and people have changed.
Read the title of the video, this is A Vulgar Display of Power.
Yep. Yeah.
By Pantera, of course. Sixth studio album.
Yep. Yeah.
Or second. Depending on your
perspective, yeah.
Released February 1992.
Yep.
So it would have been probably about 10 years old.
Yeah.
I do remember listening to this. Don't know if it was when it came out. It might have been a year or two later. More likely to be. It's named after a line from the 1973 film The Exorcist.
Is it?
Apparently. I did not know this, but I looked into it, and it's from... I'm not sure if it's used in the film, but it's from the book.
Oh!
I don't know if I think it was Vinny, and I'm massive fans of it.
Okay. All right.
So I didn't know that, so there's an interesting fact for it.
It is.
And a disputable fact, but according to Vinnie Paul, the man on the cover was paid $10 a punch and was hit in the face 31 times before they got the perfect picture. However, the marketing people who made the cover for the album came out and said, that's bullshit.
It has to be bullshit.
Put together.
Yeah, because you don't... Yeah, and if you're marketing an album, you don't really want that out there.
But yeah, so there you go.
Yeah, it's an iconic cover.
It is, yeah, it is. It's an iconic album, really.
Oh, yeah.
So, starts off Mouth for War.
Yeah, isn't this such a start that says, like, I get this, right, where it's like, yes, Cowboys in Hell was heavy, we were moving forward.
Yeah.
This is us now. This is how we are.
This is like, it's like a Cowboys from Hell. You didn't know it at the time, but Cowboys from Hell, looking back at it now, was the transition album.
Proper.
Still had the melody, still had a bit of, the scream, sort of higher tone stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the end of the Cemetery Gates.
Yeah.
This was what they were transitioning to.
Yeah.
And they never really went backwards from the heaviness after this album.
Yeah,
it stayed, like, if anything, it got heavier.
This is the Pantera people. When people think about Pantera, this is the Pantera they think of. Yeah.
The weirdest thing I found with this album, though, and not just this song, but with this album, compared to the albums that followed it, this has the cleaner production.
Yeah. This is tight.
Considering the time-wise, you would think 10 years later would be the cleaner production.
Yeah.
But if you listen to the production of things like Far Beyond Driven, The Great Southern Train-Kill, I think they transitioned to this, and then they tried to step back a bit from it and went back to being a bit more raw.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah. Maybe they weren't too happy themselves. We're like, no, that's not really us.
Great album and all that, but we're too clean.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, because you hear everything in this. You really can, particularly like obviously major focus on the riffs.
Yeah. So Mouth for War was a cracking song. Like, I wrote the same thing. I wrote down really shows what direction Pantera were going in after Cowboy from Hell.
Yeah, literally is what I take away from it. Yeah.
Dirty, groove, heavier. But as a song, I don't think Mouth for War has much in the way of lasting power.
No, it does not.
It's a good song, but it's not one I go back to ever. I don't think, really.
It's one, if it came on, you're like, I haven't heard this in a while. Cool.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
You don't seek it out, do you? You don't go going, oh, Joe, I really fancy this in Mouth for War today.
Yeah, not if you're listening as well. If you're going for some vulgar tracks, this isn't the one you go into, you know?
Yeah.
Probably going to... I'd go to a new level, though.
Yeah. That's actually where I go. Just like I love this song. I think this is probably more typical of what the band are on this album. I think they're Mouth for War. Mouth for War might have been them trying to make a bit of a statement, like you said.
The opening statement, yeah. I think, right, if you were chronicling, following Pantera's career step by step up to this point, so we're not counting any tracks that come after, so we're doing it step by step, this is the heaviest song they'd ever done. Obviously,
at
this
definitely,
point.
Definitely.
Like, before we go to what followed, just follow, this is the heaviest song they did. Because it really is.
Great. And like we do with some of the other bands, like when on the Megadeth video, there are things that are just a given across this album.
Yeah.
The drums are fantastic a lot of the time. The guitar works fantastic a lot of the time. And I think A New Level has all of that.
Yeah, I think it does. Aggression personified. You know, Phil's got range. We know that. But ultimately, a lot of Pantera stuff is angry, 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 angry. This is one of those, man. Fucking hell. Yeah. Then it comes to Walk.
Now this is, I think this might, I think there might be nostalgia attached to Walk with a lot of people.
Yep.
As in, don't get me wrong, it was a great song. It was a great song for a point in my life.
Yep.
And that's really what I think it is. What I wrote was, I don't particularly enjoy it anymore.
Yeah.
That's the truth, I don't. Partly due to the overplaying. Little bit to the song's quality as well.
It's not.
I loved it a lot when I was younger. My more mature self questions the quality of lyrics like, "What did you say?" and "Are you talking to me?"
Yeah.
Pronounced as May. You talking to me?
Talking to me.
Give respect. Are you talking to me? And I think like when we were younger, we were all tough and all
Yeah.
that. I think I look back at it now and I think lyrically it's quite weak. Riff wise, don't get me wrong, it's banging.
That's
You
it.
know, that's a selling point for it. But lyrically, it's a bit shit.
Yeah, I re-listened to it for the first time in a while today, and like you, it's so overplayed that it's not a song I'd seek out, and I'd probably skip it. Came on, but when that and that drum builds in, I was like, yeah, this is still good.
Yeah.
Like you are right, it's not a Pantera. It's not a Pantera classic in regards to what you pointed out.
Yeah.
It's a popular Pantera
Yeah,
song.
that's what it is.
Yeah. But then we get to one of my all-time favourite Pantera songs, not just this album, overall. It's fucking Hostile. Wild, man.
Yeah, it's a fucking tune, man.
Yeah, this is a banger.
Just the speed, the aggression, the way he delivers vocals in the verses, man. It's like lightning fast.
It is, yeah.
It's pure Pantera, man. This is like the hostility, the gravelly vocals, the guitars, the drums. It is like... It's Pantera have moments where they diverge a little bit, but when they go full on aggression, and this is them.
Yep.
If you wanted to give an example of people like, oh, what was the big deal with Pantera? This would probably be a song I'd play for them. This is what the big deal was.
Yeah, picture that pit, basically. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Great
and
song,
it
man.
follows with This Love.
You keep this love, third love, child love, you keep this love, first love, love, you keep this love, love, you keep this love.
Now, if you do, I guess maybe if you were fans of the first 4 albums, maybe you could find a bit more correlation with This Love.
Yeah.
But if you weren't, to a point, in the sense that it's got a bit more mellowness mixed with melody, with the blast of heaviness. It's a bit different for everything that had come before. Great song though.
It's a great song, yeah. I think like it was quite surprising this album because I actually thought like for this album, if you're coming into Pantera in this album, the first 4 tracks kind of show you this band, and then this changes perception a bit. It shows like, oh, there's a bit more depth, a bit more creativity, a bit more songwriting, that sort of stuff in there.
Phil sings.
Yeah, Phil sings. He sings well.
Yeah.
I do. In any band, I'm a fan of soft into heavy anyway.
Yeah.
I think that works well for them. But also, I love the ending of the song when it does go. It picks up a bit and it kind of goes into a big, chunky kind of riff.
Blasts, man. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the song. Now, the next couple. Now, I'm not limited to one. I'm just going to say the next couple are, after we listened to today, I was kind of like, that these aren't songs I normally pick out.
Right.
But my takeaway was like, oh shit, I should be.
Yeah.
And we're going to start with one straight away, which was Rise.
Rise is an absolute banger.
It really is. I was kind of like, it's a bit thrash metal-y like.
Yeah,
and
I wrote, it's similar to what you said there. I said it's not one I spent a lot of time on when I was younger, but listening back to it now, damn, this intro is so heavy.
Yeah. It's got this like machine gun like riffing style that I love when bands do that.
I love the chorus as well, man. The chorus is brilliant. That low behold.
That's it, yeah.
Same again with the next one. No Good Attack the Radical. I love the intro, love the deep spoken vocals, and it's actually one of my favourite songs in this album. Possibly my second favourite.
I put that it dares to be a bit catchy.
Yeah.
Like it catchy, You're like, oh shit, this is I'd forgotten how good this one was. Yeah.
And actually, this is the one with that bit that I just sang. I've got myself confused there. That's Lo Behold My Eyes is in this song.
Oh, okay.
But it's actually also quite an interesting topic considering what they get accused with these days. Because what everyone always says about Pantera is about, oh, but they've always been racist.
Yeah,
They've always
Southern.
red flags.
Yeah.
If you read the lyrics to this song is anti all of that stuff. It's about all people being the same, about radicals being attacked. And
Wasn't the
everything
title
like
Attack the Radical,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
quite interesting because everyone always kind of harks back to go, no, yeah, but they've always had the rebel flag, they've always had that. Yeah, but the lyrical content was different.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know.
Live in a Hole.
Live in a hole.
Now, an opening solo is very classic metal. I found it very classic metal. Got a shitload of groove, but not Phil's best performance. More about the guitars than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I wrote a lot about the guitars.
Yeah.
The ascending guitar at the beginning is amazing. The switching it up in pace across it. Does it all over the track, constantly changing the tone of the guitar, the speed of it, everything like that.
Yeah.
It's a very, very good guitar song.
Yeah. Regular People Conceit.
One of my favourite Pantera riffs.
Really
The
interesting.
intro riff on this.
Okay, cool.
I never really cared for the chorus. I don't like the chorus in it.
Mm.
It's that weird thing again, kind of like Walk in that, like how we're, oh, look how tough we are.
Yeah, yeah.
Most regular people say it's hard. And
Yeah.
streetwise son of a bitch knows don't fuck with this. And it's like, it sounds a bit cheesy, to be honest.
If it was coming from a rapper, you'd hate
Yeah,
it. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of just sort of said too similar to the previous, and that doesn't really stand out. But again, faulting it is hard because it's deep cuts of groovy guitars, deep bass, and Phil Fury.
Yeah.
You know, it's like there ain't a song on this album. Listening to it again, I'm like, that's a bad song. There's no bad songs.
There's no bad songs.
Yeah.
In it, yeah.
And Jesus Christ, does it end strongly? Yeah.
So this is my Demons Be Driven.
Yeah.
Has always been my favourite song on this album.
Okay.
It's never not been. I've never changed it. I listened to it the first time I got as far as track 10. It became my favourite song.
Right.
I still listen to this song relatively regularly. It has some of the most amazing guitar work. The intro is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
That build up with that dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
Wow. It's fucking amazing, man. Also,
Yeah.
like all of it, it's got loads of great things going for it, man. The Beck and the Call stuff in the vocals line, that Beck and the Call. Beck
Yeah.
And the Call. Yeah, just I don't think I couldn't imagine a bad word about this song. I think this is perfect Pantera.
Yeah, I mean, I said I love it. That's basically
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Yeah. And Hollow, which
Yeah.
is mellow Pantera at their best, really, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Really, really good song. Nice to see them doing something different again. Nice different way to end the album on. Because there's
Yeah.
a lot of heaviness on the album.
Yeah.
And there is plenty of heaviness in Hollow.
Yeah, near the end,
You know,
yeah.
But also went on to spawn the absolute belter in the live track crossover of Hollow Domination.
Of course it did, yeah. Fucking
know,
hell,
so-
that's just such... Yeah, Hollow Dom, the
Yeah.
crossover is incredible. One of the best live albums out of 101 Proof, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Vulgar Display of Power. Is this our first Pantera album we've
I
covered on
think
this?
this is our first Pantera album. It probably won't be our last, but
God, no.
what a cracking album to start with.
Yeah, there you go. Check out the other videos. Check out the other content. Hit that like and subscribe button.